Good evening. I don't know how to explain this to you all, but something has happened to me. I don't know. I woke up one morning and I had these on the side of my neck and my teeth. Something changed in me and I just crave blood. What a crazy concept. Oh my gosh. Me? Blood. No. I faint at the sight of my own blood, let alone anybody else's. I don't do blood. So how could I possibly be craving blood? This makes no sense. But here we are. Here we are. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's October. It's spooky season, bitches, and we are here. We are loud, proud, and ready to party. So I am a vampire. In case you couldn't tell by the sultry dark makeup, my red lip, and these fangs. I dig it. I think I'm gonna make this my new everyday look. What do you think? Do you think it looks good? I think it looks good. I think I look fantastic. And that's all that matters. This is just one of many that I am going to be showcasing for my Halloween Freddy Bakes? Halloween themed Freddy Bakes? I don't know. I had planned on telling some scary stories, some true crime stories while I baked, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna make this about dressing up, doing something fun, looking goofy, whatever, and making a recipe that you could take to a Halloween party. That's super easy, low maintenance, not too detailed, but on brand, on theme, on point, whatever you want to go for. And since I'm a vampire, I really do. I think I'm going to keep these teeth. There's just something a little bit sexy about it, you know? I'm not a sparkly vampire like Edward Cullen, though. I'm more of like a true blood vampire, I feel like. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, yes. So today, since we are vampires, we have a vampire themed dessert, complete with blood. So I am making a bloody poke cake, I guess. It's going to be a vanilla cake, and we're going to have a bloody caramel sauce topped with chocolate frosting, because don't vampires like chocolate? I don't know. I'm a vampire. I like chocolate. I really didn't have a plan going into this. I just knew I wanted to do this and do this. So this is how it's happening. Yeah. So we're doing a vampire poke cake. A bloody poke cake. I don't know. Do you know what a poke cake is? I don't like saying that, poke cake. It's weird. So basically I have a 9x13 pan here, and we're going to make a cake. We're going to use cake mix because a lot of people have cake mix on hand. I chose yellow cake mix because if I am buying box cake mix, it's by far my favorite. I've tried making yellow cake. It never turns out quite how I wanted to, and you really honestly, like, box cake mix is delicious. Nothing wrong with it, nothing against it. If you want to make it from scratch, that's absolutely fine, but if you're in a pinch, have something on hand, absolutely. We're going to make this yellow cake in our 9x13 pan, and then after it comes out and cools, we're going to use like the back of a spoon or like a whatever, and we're going to poke holes in it, and that's where our bloody caramel sauce is going to go. Quick and easy, right? Absolutely. It's gonna be on brand because we're vampires. So why wouldn't we want blood in our cake? Gotta get it in sometime today, guys. I am famished. I have been starved for blood all day. So this will be worth it. It'll be fantastic. So without further ado, let's vamp to it. So as stated, I am using yellow cake mix. You can use whatever cake mix you have on hand. If you have white cake mix, use it. If you have chocolate, use that. You could use pumpkin cake, you could use carrot cake. I don't really care. I don't really know how it'll go, but whatever you have on hand, whatever you think will go great with chocolate frosting and caramel sauce. Everything goes great with chocolate and caramel. So I'm just gonna prepare this cake mix according to the box instructions. Cake mix. 1 cup of water, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 3 large eggs. We're gonna stir it together. So as I said, I'm going to be using a 9x13 pan, but if you want to do something a little bit more decorative and creative and you don't want to do a poke cake, you can absolutely do a layered cake or cupcakes. You can still do the caramel sauce and cupcakes, but I'm really just kind of wanting to do a whole cake because I think that'll be easier to get rid of. So my batter is ready. My pan is non-stick, so I'm not going to spray it, but if yours isn't, you can spray it. You can also use a hand mixer if you don't want to like stir it together yourself, and just make sure that you beat it until there are no lumps in the batter. So I'm going to bake this for about a ½ hour and check it. The bake time is 29 to 33 minutes, so I'm going to check it at 30 minutes, see how it looks. We're baking it at 350 degrees, and I will show you when it's done, and we will prepare our caramel sauce. So in the theme of keeping this easy with things you probably have on hand, I'm not super great at making caramel myself. I can do it, but it's just very finicky, very fickle, time consuming. So I picked up a creamy caramel dip. You can use a caramel sauce, but this I think has the sturdiness that I'm kind of wanting. I'm going to, I think, maybe warm it up before I put it, before we put it over the cake, because it's thick, very thick, and I kind of want it to be a little bit more of a like pouring consistency, but for right now this will do. I also have red food coloring. This is gel food coloring, so it's flavorless, but it mixes in really well, and it doesn't change the consistency of what we're putting it into. So it's not going to make it like liquidy or give it like a filmy kind of, you know, texture. So I'm going to add this red food coloring to our caramel to make it red, make it look like blood. We'll probably need a good bit. Red is a very hard color to get to come across as something that's actually red. So, and voila, look at that. We have a bloody caramel sauce. How cool and easy was that? I'm gonna cover this, put it in the refrigerator until we need it, and then as soon as our cake is ready out of the oven, cooled, we're gonna poke it, sauce it, ice it, eat it. Yay! Cake is done. It smells delicious. Exciting stuff. Okay, so I have a rubber spatula here, cake. So we're just going to poke holes in our cake, probably about 1.5 inches so apart, making rows. Ta-da! See, we have our cakes. Now, I'm gonna take our blood here and I'm going to spread our bloody sauce onto the cake. I'm going to use this rubber spatula to spread this around. Get it into the pokes. Now I have chocolate frosting. Again, you can make your own, but the whole premise behind this was to use stuff that we had around the house. And mostly everybody has box cake mix, some sort of caramel sauce syrup. If you don't want to use caramel, you could do like raspberry or strawberry, something a little fruity just to give it a little bit more of a fresh taste. I love caramel though, so bloody caramel sauce. What more could you love? And then usually everybody has frosting or stuff to make their own frosting. I just figured that this would be the easiest thing to do. Now, I think I am actually going to warm this in the microwave for a few seconds, just so I can pour it over so it's not like glooping together with the caramel sauce on top. So I'm gonna go and do that, be right back. All right, so I have our frosting. It's a spreadable, sort of pourable consistency. So I'm just going to pour this over top of the caramel. I'm gonna use the whole thing, might as well, YOLO. Well, I mean, I guess we're vampires, we're undead. So, yeah, whatever that is. I'm just going to spread this. Ooh. So here is the whole cake, right? I'm gonna cut into this and we're gonna see what it looks like. Oh, see, look at that. Beautiful bloody cake. Yeah, see, that's where one of our little poke holes was. How cool is that? All right, let's get this. Let's try this. Oh, that's delectable. Definitely so good. So good. It's the perfect amount of bloodiness. Very tastes like O positive, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yes. That's O positive. Delicious. Perfect. I would definitely use a thinner caramel, or warm it up so it's a little bit more pourable so it can sink down into the holes a little bit farther. You can also definitely let this set up a little bit longer than I did, but your girl hasn't had any blood consumption today, so she was feeling a little bit down. So thank you so much for watching, my ghouls and gals out there. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I'm very much looking forward to doing themed Halloween desserts for everybody for the month of October. Very exciting stuff. I can't wait to see what we've got cooking up next week. Until next time,